Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Scott Family Homestead. We just wrapped up our first cutting of hay for the 2026 season, and we wound up with about close to 80 bales, which is great. I just got to get all these moved off the field so the grass can grow for our second cutting. We're kind of fighting the weather a little bit. It was hard to find a window where this hay would dry, but we did do it. So we've added a few new pieces of equipment to our fleet. This year I was using our old haybine, which was about a 1969 Heston. Late last year, I had some mechanical issues. I made it through about a half of a field and then ended up breaking down again. So I found a farmer locally that was selling about 5 different pieces of equipment. Included a new mower, a tedder, which we didn't have before, a rotary rake, which is a little bit different than the parallel bar that we were using. Also had a small baler and a kicker wagon, which is something we wanted to try to do, is get into making square bales of hay so that we can use them as bedding or feed inside the barn, not have to unroll these larger round bales. I didn't get a chance to use it for first cutting because we were racing the weather, but I'm hopeful that during second cutting I can get it up and running and make about 80 to 100 small squares that we'll be able to use throughout the winter. It'll probably be an adventure trying to get that up and running, but what's not an adventure around here? There hasn't been a whole lot to film outside of this project. We're really trying to just kind of stay hunkered down inside. It's been in the 90s and the humidity level has just felt like we're swimming every day. Super thick air. We're just keeping all the critters full of water and fed, and not a ton to film. I did get a couple of clips while I was making hay and some drone footage of the fields throughout the process. So we'll just kind of go through that today and watch the process of making hay here on the farm. This is our old haybine that we were using last year and then to start out this year. It is broken down, but it's been a real workhorse for us. It has done well. If anybody's interested in a bit of a project, reach out, let me know. We'd be interested in selling this one. Otherwise I'll fix it up and try to list it on Marketplace. But it does cut well. If you check out the footage, we were clipping along pretty good there before that bearing went out. So this is the new haybine. It is a Case 8330. Needs to be cleaned out after this year's cut, but it has been working really good. It's got to be a late 80s model, about 20 years newer. Savannah always came out to ride with me, although sometimes the hours in the tractor got to be a little bit long. Thankfully, Christine would come and grab Savannah and bring me a delicious meal, and it was always just so awesome to have Christine there to help take care of the kids and manage things on the farm while I was out in the field. This is our tedder. It's a 2-pod tedder. It's not a piece of equipment that we've had before. It did seem like it let that hay dry out quite a bit more. So I was pretty happy with how that worked, and it's a great piece of equipment to teach the kids how to run. So Harrison was able to drive the tractor with this behind. He did that solo for a little bit. I got him used to the tractor, got him used to running equipment behind it, getting stuff hooked up and all that sort of stuff. These are the rakes. Over here, this green one is the new rotary rake that we picked up with this package. And I'll show some footage of that working, and it worked pretty good. I was pretty happy with how it stacked up the windrows and made it nice and fluffy. This here is our previous rake, which is a pretty standard roll-a-bar rake. It does have a bit of a reputation to twisting the hay up into ropes, which can be problematic for some balers. The rotary rake definitely seemed to make quick work of the field, so I was happy with that. This is our trusty baler. Also needs a clean out after the season, or after the first cutting here. Worked pretty good. No issues with it at all last year or this year. Ezra's favorite piece of equipment was the baler, and he did such a great job running it this year. I was happy to have him come along, run the hydraulics, let me know when the baler was full, tie it up, and kick it out. This is our small square baler that we picked up as part of that package as well. It does have a kicker on the back, and then it came with the kicker wagon, so we'll be able to collect that all up. Not have to pick up those bales off the field. It's a 24T. It's kind of an older square baler. So we'll try it out in second cutting here and see if we can get that up and running and put some square bales away. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys, as we walk through what it takes to make hay on our small farm. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.